So same third asana what you have learned, thigh, pelvic, ribs, chin and joining the palm. Clear about it? So now the alignment of Hastotana asana, standing backward bend. So when you are doing standing backward bend, from where you have to go forward? From the thighs you have to go forward. Your hands should be down or up?
Up.
Up, because lower back is already lengthening. So here all the Tadasana alignment, which muscle you have to work on? Your hamstring. So thighs are going forward. So front of thighs getting stretched, back of the thighs working. So then the lower back is free. Then lift from the side of the body. Side of the body. So heart is lifting and neck in line with the. So this is what spine, thoracic. This is cervical. So cervical spine will be always in line with thoracic spine. These are the alignment of this pose. Do you want to write down? You can write down. So the first is feet are firm, arches are active, all Tadasana, then buttock down, thigh forward, lift from the heart and side of the body up, and neck in line with thoracic spine. So basically you have to understand from where it has to go forward and from where it has to lift up. Clear about it? And when you go forward, knee should not be bent. That time no micro bend in the knee, only in this pose. When the thigh goes forward. We are clear about it, everyone? Now what was the second pose? Now from the second pose, when you come back, if the person's hamstrings are tight, then the lower back will round. What is the precaution for that? Bend the knee, and from where the lead should happen? Through the chest, through the heart, neck in line with. Okay, check here. Is my neck in line with thoracic spine? No. Is my neck in line with thoracic spine? Still no. Because is it the curve there? Because when I am coming up, there is a curve. So is the curve is here now? No. Is the curve is there? Yeah. So this curve has to be in the sun salutation when you go forward. So from where you have to bend? From the hip joint, from the pelvic, and from the heart, you have to go down, move from the pelvic and there. If a person hips are going too back, what should we do? Bend the knee or bring their buttocks in line with the Tadasana, like knee and hip and whole ankle area must be in Tadasana position. But if a person is strong, cannot do it, then bend the knees. Clear, everyone? Understood? Yes or no? Yes. Got it? From where you have to lead? Through the heart, and from where you have to follow? Pelvic there. And thigh must be
Construct.
engaged, rolling. Rolling, this rolling out or in? Out. So thigh must be in, so center of the knee in line with second toe. That has to be clear, very, very clear. Now when you do Ashwasanchalanasana from here, your hands will be by the side of the body and you will take the leg as far you can take. So here knee ankle, one line, knee and second toe, one line, thigh parallel. Is my thigh parallel to the ground? Is my thigh parallel to the ground? Is my thigh parallel to the ground now? So there is a hip and knee in one line. So now look at my lower back. Is it okay or sinking? Sinking. So lift from the left thigh up and you can feel that mounds are on the floor. pressure on the lower back. So how is my upper back now? Rounding? How is it now? So either you use the block or sometime in flow that you can't use the block, then simply come here, touch the tip of the finger and just elongate the spine here. Clear everyone? Understood till that? Any question till these 4 poses?
Only the pronunciation of them one more time.
That will come with the time. Namaskar Asan, Hastatan Asan, Padhastasana, Ashwin Sanchalan Asan, Vashishtasan, Ashtang Namaskar Asan, Bhujangasan, Adho Mukshwanasan. I will give you one app that is free on the Google Play and on Apple. There all the poses names are there and there is a speaker icon. You just touch the speaker icon, it will tell you the name. Padhastasana. You can learn because here a lot of things are going to come. So some things like it will take a long time for you to grasp everything in your practice when you will go further. So now we are going for Vashishthasana, plank. You have learned plank just now. What was the alignment for the plank? She has just given the plank, so I am not doing for plank, you already know. What was the plank alignment? Okay, when you stand, the base is feet. When you sit, the base is sit bones. When you are on the hands, what is the base then? Palm. So in the palms, these 4 points has to be really firm. Clear everyone? 4 and okay, right now everybody bring your palm onto the ground as it is and just simple step, do one simple step. Try to stretch this palm area, stretch the palm area, stretch and then press the tip of the finger on the floor gently. Can you feel the whole arm is engaged? Can you feel this forearm muscle, bicep, triceps are engaged? Yes, that's it. So one simple tip I am giving you, she has given you all the beautiful alignment. When you take the hand down, just try to stretch the palm and just see how much muscle engagement is there. That has to happen. And I'm going to take 1 or 2 things so its pose must be clear to you. So this is the 5th pose of sun salutation. Come here, baby. As the knee has hyperextension, elbow also have hyperextension. Do the elbow like that. Now if we look at her elbow right now, that's why I'm choosing this is hyperextended elbow. If she's doing the plank like that, she's going to get trouble there. Okay? So then, what should be the plank? Micro bend. As the micro bend in the knee is needed, people who are hyperextended on the elbow, they need micro bend in the elbow here. Because otherwise joint is active. Like if we see, straighten the leg, straighten the arm. Okay, now see her joint is active and if I am pushing her, she don't have strength. I am not using much strength. But she can't resist me. Cannot. Because the muscles are not active. But if micro bend is there, tell me the difference. I'm going to push you a little. Resist me. Use your bicep. Can you resist me? Now just straighten. Got it everyone? Same thing on the knee. Okay, pull the knee back. Here. And just see here. Now micro bend the knee and engage the quads. Straighten the leg. Now hyperextend.
Oh my God!
Just slightly, you have too much. Everybody, do you understand now completely?
She completely understood it.
Now just come here, so I teach you Vashishthasana again. She has given it, so we will go again, just simple. First stretch the palm Then micro bend the elbow, and elbow will be in line with the thumb area. Clear? This elbow in line with the thumb. Clear? And now, as she has given here, good, lift and here. Now take the right leg back, left leg back. Check is your core is engaged. Take the left leg also back. Yes. Now, mounts have to touch the floor, feet apart, and press the heel back. So buttock will go. What was the Tadasana alignment here? Buttock has to go down. Relax here. Relax. Buttock down and come down. Bring it down here. Okay, good. Now lift here up. Lift here up. Now she is lifting, but she is rounding here. So it means it's not in the neutral. Come down a little. Come down a little, and then slowly here. All right. Lift up a little. That's it. Better here. Better here. Better here. Good. So here, wrist and now if the wrist is too much taking pressure, then shoulder can go back a little. Okay, come back. Look at me. Release the pose. Go back here. So look at me, everyone, right now. Anybody who feel wrist pain in this pose, they have to tell me, okay? So stretch the palm, wrist and shoulder line, elbow in line here. Alright. So see here, most of you are taking the head down. So head down is another problem. When you lift up, then chest has to look gently forward. Clear, everyone? His neck is elongate now. Now from here, I am taking the right foot, but both of the mounts there, and then what this movement is happening, check. What I did. Otherwise there is a pressure on the lower back. When I bring the buttocks down, my quads are active. And then another leg is back, then the quad is active here. So this is now, thighs are rolling in or out? Out. The thighs are rolling in or out now? And now, this is the lower back. Can you see anterior tilt? Now buttock goes back. Is there is anterior tilt? No. So how is the pose now? So here, the whole body has to work. Straight there. Clear, everyone? Understood this pose? Alignments understood?
Yep.
Yes? Clear, everyone? Okay, now this pose you have already checked with each other, so I am not going with that. So I have just given you point. The next is Ashtanga Namaskar-asana. 8-limb pose. So who have done this pose, knee, chest, chin down? Who do this pose? You do this pose? You also do this pose? Okay. We are taking these models here and then you will check with each other. Come here, do the pose. Yeah, knee, chest, chin down. Yeah. From plank. Open the fingers properly. Feet apart. Check your mounts. Heel press back. See here. Down. Go down here. Alright, now go to knee, chest, chin down. Knee, chest, chin down. No.
Like this, right?
Yes, that's right. Now we can see how she is going into the pose. Come here forward to see. Come here. Most of people will go like that. But go back again to the blank. You can sit down. Come closer here, sit down. And observe the pose. Do it again. Okay, look at what happened to scapula, what happened to the neck. Right? Okay, go back again now. Come back. Rather, you do it now. I want to look at her, how she is doing, because this can cause neck trouble. Yes, knee, chest, chin down. Okay, we can see how scapula is coming up and neck is again shortening. Come back, come back. Oh, look at me and then you will repeat it with each other. So mostly if we see, the pattern in them was this. In her the pattern was going like that, isn't it? And in Radha the pattern was going like, the scapula was lifting up, isn't it? But now look at right now, once you have taken the plank, the knees are touching the floor. Is any change in the upper body? Is any change in the upper body? Is any change in the upper body? Is any shortening? No. So isn't it the same? Scapula down and in, moving forward, and same Tadasana neck is coming down. Is it happening? Same we have to do. Come here again. Now what I am going to do here right now with her, elbow touch the scapula, elbow touch the side of the body, yes, and then go down. Elbow with the body. Your elbow goes out with the body. Your elbow with the body, inside. Okay, sit back for a moment. Sit back. Do this movement. Elbow touch the body and then forward. Elbow touch the body. See, in a way, you are going out of the socket. So if you see here, I'm not going too back here. Otherwise, neck is painful there. Just here, in the socket, not out of the socket here. Yes, that's it. So where scapula goes in and back, that's it. Try this there. It's okay, a little bit wrong, I will accept it, don't worry. Just try. Look front, with the heart go down. With the heart go down. Your elbows are still coming out. Bring the elbow in. Okay, at least a little bit better than before, isn't it? Is it? Yes. Come up again here. That's good. Same way. Now, when you go here, bring the heart, look front, and heart go down. Elbow touch the body, face back. Much better. Yes, at least much better. You will get less trouble. Come back. You get it? And remember, perfect alignment does not exist. If you ask, it will take long practice. It took me like 4 to 5 years to get that in my body completely. Before that, little bit here and there will go on. So don't worry much. Okay? It's not that today you are going to get it. Forget it. It will take time, but you will get some closer and closer and closer. Yes, now your heart has to go down. Yes, and shoulder go down and then heart go forward. Shoulder go back, heart go forward. Isn't it much better now, at least? Yeah, so she's not shortening the neck. So chin will just touch there. There's no pressure here. Alright? So at least she is safe in the pose. But it will work on the muscles. So joint has to be protected. Clear everyone? Two people together, check the